My name is Peter Santenello and I make videos around the world. But for the first time, I'm showing my home country, America. In this video series, my Ukrainian wife and I travel through Northern California to places most foreigners and even Americans don't know about. We will show you USA culture through the combination of an outsider's and a local's perspective. Join us on a road trip through a very diverse, often misunderstood, and stunningly beautiful land. It's really cool when you come back to your country after being gone for a long time. Beautiful place, Gorda, south side of Big Sur. And we're off. We're off on a huge journey today through California. So south a bit, through the center of the state, up over the Sierra Nevada mountains, Yosemite National Park, and then down on the other side of the mountains to a place called Mono Lake. So today is a great day to show you all the variation of the state. We're just hitting a fraction of it, but even in that, there's so much cool stuff to see. And where are we going? We're going to see sea lions now. She's off looking for sea lions.
You're so cute.
Yeah, they really stink, guys. Quite a pungent smell. So the southern side of Big Sur, I would say, is the beginning of Southern California. Technically, it's the Central Coast, but Monterey up is Northern California, and I would say this is central, but coming close to Southern California. And there's a big difference between the feel of Northern California and Southern California. And there's even been talk in the past of creating two separate states. I'd say the ideology is a bit different. The feel of the culture is a bit different. Northern, okay, if you're gonna look at San Francisco and LA, San Francisco is walkable, has a lot of European style cafes, has a lot of small detail to it. Los Angeles is just this big, sprawling megatropolis, right? You need a car. If you don't have a car in LA, your life is gonna suck for the most part. All spread out, much more about the show in general than Northern California. It gets drier down here in Southern California. The weather's warmer, the ocean's warmer, especially when you get down to San Diego. It's like the ocean can be nice in the summer. So it's a big state. There are huge regional differences. But know this, if you get anything from this video, California is properly mixed up. You get mountains, you get desert, you get towns that are based off of meth, you got towns that are based off of weed, you have very healthy people, you have very crime-ridden places, you have beautiful places. It's all over the place. I am more scared of this stuff than bears, cougars, serial killers. This is poison oak. And if you're like me and super allergic to it, if I touch that plant, if I just touch it and then touch my eye like I've done before, I will wake up in the morning without an eye. Like the oak, the rash just goes right over my eye. I had this once, it was shut for 2 weeks. If I touch that with my shoe and then touch my shoe later today, I will have a rash. So be careful, guys, of this if you don't know about it. And so trails like this, I'm not even gonna do, because I can see it right in there. One of the many aqueducts in California, and so most of the water used for the Central Valley for the farming could be wrong on this. I could be wrong, but I believe most comes from the Sierra Nevada mountains. I know there's groundwater here too, but I know when you have many bad years in a row as far as snowfall, then there are always water warnings and water restrictions. Last few years have been pretty good. So what feeds this very dry land and all of this agriculture that spans what seems like forever are these aqueducts. Not all of California is beaches and beauty, and there's a lot of stuff like this, especially in the Central Valley. It's quite depressed. Not seen on the Hollywood movies for the most part. But that's the case. That's the case in a lot of the country right now. Like the cities are where the opportunities are, and the small town stuff. I'm sure there's opportunity here. There's a new tractor store there. But if you're young and educated, this small town stuff's pretty tough, I would think.
Yeah. You want to get out.
And the post office has bars on the windows. I've never seen that before. You know, who's stealing the mail? Let's go in one of these places. Why not? It's crazy.
Retro.
You want to go in? Piñatas? Hello?
Hi. Hello, what's the ball?
You sell these piñatas, huh?
Yes.
How much are they?
They're fine.
That's it? That's
Yeah.
pretty good. Cool. Do you know what a piñata is, babe? Okay, so in Mexican culture, at parties, they hang these.
Uh-huh.
They blindfold people, right?
Yes.
And then you have a bat and you just start, it's like who can bash the thing, and then all this candy comes out. What's going on here these days?
Nothing really.
Nothing? Small town. Agriculture, right?
Yeah. You're from here?
No, we're cruising through. Yeah. And that's for the big party.
Yeah.
Mr. DJ.
Yeah. Good.
Cool. Is there anything this way?
No, not really.
No? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Interesting though, yeah? To see?
See the extremes, yeah.
Degrees. Of course, there's no air conditioning. I look out the window and I watch.
That's an Indian reservation. Here's something quite interesting. In the US, gaming is only allowed in Nevada and Atlantic City, New Jersey. Don't think anywhere else. But there's an exception, Indian reservations. So Native Americans, who have obviously Native American land, are run under a different set of laws, and they can set up casinos. So you'll be in like random places like this, away from everything, there's nothing around, and all of a sudden there's a casino. Like, what was that, a 10-story high hotel? So people come gaming to these places. Camera does not give this scene justice. Just entered Yosemite National Park, one of the most famous parks in the country, I would say. It's got all sorts of stuff. And here at a lower elevation, we got these massive sequoias. Some of these up to 2,000 years old. These monsters consume up to, what did it say, 100 gallons of water a day?
Hundreds of gallons, yeah.
Hundreds of gallons of water.
A day.
Until they fall. Go up to 300 feet tall, some of these guys. It's like 90 meters. Look at the massive size of this trunk.
3 years ago. Beautiful country.
Yeah.
Never been in your country.
But do you live in the United States?
Crazy, huh?
So different for every person. Like I said, I think most people, I think that this place in particular has really fostered a unique and special community. Those of us that work here, most of us live here in the park.
Then the fire's part of the process. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? So guys, check this out. It doesn't show on the camera, unfortunately, but it's massive. I gotta say that's 20 feet wide, at least.
When was the last time you walked through a tree?
Oh, I do it every day, by the way. Just gonna walk through a tree.
This is something I didn't expect. So beautiful. So beautiful. You surprised me with this.
Quite a drive today. Ocean, elephant seals, Central Valley, blown out towns, and now here. And we're dropping down to Lee Vining tonight near this very trippy, exotic looking place called Mono Lake. And what a day.
Yeah.
A lot of driving. Hope you guys like that. Again, it's all about showing how varied this place really is. More to come.
It's a small mountain town about an hour from here.
Up to 1,600 feet plus deep. Wild place. So that would be interesting, right? You go to an opium den at night, one of the 60 bars. Bigger than you.
Yeah.
So you're gonna let it cool?